Hi. It is such an honor to be here today. I'm Eric's mom, and I'm here today to tell you our story. For the last 10 years, I've lived in a children's hospital. Why, you ask? Because my son was born with a very rare syndrome requiring care that could only be obtained from a facility that was dedicated to chronically ill children. How do I know that? Because for 4 years, I basically, with all my determination and all of my resourcefulness and love, could not have him live at home. My son and I, for the last 10 years, we traveled to countless hospitals, and we were residing in over 5 different specialty facilities that had special needs long-term care for children. This journey took us through entire New York State, New Jersey, and Virginia. From the moment you step into a hospital, the whole discharge planning process begins. It's largely due to a model that tends to want to correct and cure and overcome a disability. And the good news is that change is coming, but it's very slow. There are hospitals out there that you can find a refuge where a cure that is unattainable, that there's still hope for a quality of life. But the wait lists are very long. The red tape and approval processes and formalities are endless. And sadly, most of these services are only up to 20 years of age, and they're only within your state. So my point here is that no child should be denied the right to access services that they so desperately need. And it is a choice that we provide to our geriatric community, and we do need to look at this for our children. Now and again, the spotlight kind of falls on the challenges of special needs parenting, and only the most dramatic seem to take that spotlight. Decades and decades of people working so hard for disability rights for the young, for the old, and looking for alternatives for nursing homes and actual institutions. But now we're looking at a very desperate new situation, which has to do with alternatives to home services. A problem that becomes even more challenging as we look at more complicated caregiving roles and reducing services. So why we have this crisis? How did we not see this coming? Okay. It's a well-known fact that special needs population is growing. This is without a doubt. And 1 in 5 Americans today are actually diagnosed with a disability. The U.S. Department of Health has actually estimated that by the time 2020 arrives, we will have 157 million people who are going to be afflicted by a chronic illness. How many of those are going to be children? We've advocated so strongly for inclusion and home services that we've actually made children facilities almost non-existent. And we, as a nation, are totally not prepared. These days, I no longer live in a children's hospital, but my story has not ended. I know that I'm going to spend many days in a children's hospital, and I will be that voice for those who need these services. Because, as you know, because my partners know, that there is no foot that's too small that cannot make an imprint in this world. And I thank you so much for letting me share this story. And to all my partners who know me from every part of this whole journey, let's build a cloud of comfort together. Thank you.